Hey guys, I'm April from Giggle Glitter Graphics, and I'm here with your Friday freebie. Our free project this week is a bees and honey theme. I was feeling like spring. I've got some warmer weather here. I've been going for a lot of walks, and so I just felt like I wanted something a little fresh and bright, especially after the very brown steampunk weeks. This freebie goes out today to my email list, but if you're not on my email list, you can get it by signing up using the link in the description down below, and this project will be sent to you immediately. This little project is 3 pages plus a backer paper. Everything is printed on cardstock today. Remember, instructions are always at the top of the page, and you only need to print the back side of the page with these 2 B panels on it. They have these little tabs. Those need to have the paper printed on the reverse side. Everything else can be blank on the opposite side. For supplies today, I am keeping things pretty simple. I have a bone folder and a pair of scissors. If you don't have a bone folder, you can use the back of your scissors or your thumbnail to firm up your creases. For distress ink, I am using Distress Oxide Victorian Velvet. Again, I was feeling in a light and bright mood. So instead of something like Vintage Photo, I've edged everything in this really pretty pink color. So Distress Oxide, not the regular Distress ink. And for my glue today, I am using my favorite Beacon Fabri-Tac. You can use any liquid glue with a fine point, and some of the project you could do with a glue stick as well today. So once you get everything all cut out and inked up, if that is your preference, we're going to start by just assembling the base of the folio. I'm going to put all of this cute little ephemera bits to the side, and we are going to start with the floral panel, this honey pot, and then the 2 B panels. And on these B panels, you will need to fold the little tab down. And I like to fold it back and forth a couple of times so that it can move freely, because you're going to want this to open and close and lay flat whenever it does both of those things. So get those creased, and then we are going to get this floral panel and the 2 B panels and start assembling them. So this folio opens with a little bit of a flip-flop action, and we're going to want to place these so that when it closes, these layer over top of each other like this. So I'm putting this B on the left-hand side, so I'm going to place it on top of my stack and then flip it this way. And then this centered B is going to be kind of sandwiched in the middle, and it is going to go this way. So now we have our tabs facing the proper sides of our center panel. So I'm going to grab my Fabri-Tac, and starting with this left one, I'm just going to put some glue on the tab area. And then put my floral panel without the tab right over top of that, and then fold this down. I'm going to give that a little crease just to make sure that it is moving freely. And then I'm going to repeat that for the second one. I'm just going to put my glue right on this tab. And then place this right over top. So everything should line up. So I'm going to close that, also firm up the crease, close this one, and then I'm just going to give the whole thing like a little tippy tap on the table and make sure that everything is squared up to itself so that it opens and closes properly and everything kind of layers up nicely whenever it is closed. Next, I'm going to flip this over, so just directly over, and we're going to glue this honey pot panel right to the back. This is where you could use a glue stick if you want. I'm going to use my Fabri-Tac. I like being able to slide things into place and having that working time, which is why I usually stick with a liquid glue, but a glue stick does work just fine. So I've got, you can see my tabs there at the top, and I'm just going to pop that on like so. And then again, a little table tap, press around all the edges to make sure that you're all lined up nice and neat. And then I like to take my bone folder. You can use a ruler or just your hand. I'd make sure my glue is all stuck together really well. And there we go. So now we have something that looks like this. Next, I'm going to rummage around in my little pile here, and I'm going to grab these 3 honeycomb pockets. They are all very similar. It doesn't matter which one goes where, but these are going to attach on the bottom and then these top corners. And this is where you need to have the fine point on your glue, because we're going to put glue around 3 of the sides and leave one side open. So the longest side is our open side on all of these. And then we're just going to put a little glue right on these 3 edges. A little neater than me, please. A little sloppy today. And then I'm popping this first one onto my center panel right at the bottom. And again, you can pick this up and kind of press your finger around the edges and make sure that that is sitting nicely in place. I'm going to repeat that for the left one. Glue on these little 3 angles. Let's see if I can get a little neater this time. Just a thin bead. And this is going to go in that upper left hand kind of corner, I guess you could call it. Like so. And I'm pressing with my fingers and making sure that I don't have glue leaking everywhere as well. So just kind of neatening that up with my fingers. And then the same thing on the right hand side. Those three edges. My glue's a little squeaky. I'm not sure if the mic picked that up. I think I need to clean the end of it off. There we go. I'll just press that right into place again. Same as the other 2. Next, we have some embellishments. I've got 3 rounds. I'm missing one. Where's my other one? And then this little bees and honey label. There's my bee. And these are just little embellishments to go on each of these pockets to liven them up a bit. I'm going to put my bee on the center, the bottom. Let me move that up so you can see a little better. And I like him to be at a little bit of a jaunty angle there, right in the middle. In the top right, I'm using this full flower. And I am placing these so the orientation is like up and down to me when I view it, though this one doesn't matter quite as much. But this one definitely has an up and down, and I'm going to place it that way. So glue on the back. And I'm going to pop that right on there. Then I'm going to fold these in, and I've got my little bees and honey label, and I'm going to put that right here on the front. So just a quick glue right on the front, like so. And then I'm going to let this dry really well before inserting the ephemera. So once this is dry, I'm going to pop this back open, and I have just a few pieces of ephemera here. And I did kind of have placements in mind, but please feel free to do whatever you like with this. I'm going to put the cream bee right in the middle, the pink bee off to the left here, and then the blue bee off to the right. And that way the bees are kind of poking out of the pockets a little bit all the way around. I have my honey pot. I'm just going to place in here, and then a couple of honey labels, and those can go in at kind of a fun angle, however you like. And that is it for our bees and honey project. I hope you found this colorful and fresh and a nice sort of palette cleanser after so many weeks of steampunk fun. I was trying to free my mind up a little bit before moving on to my next big project, so I figured something fun and quick and simple and bright like this was just the thing. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.